Hey guys, just a quick note. I noticed my mic has been doing this weird slight echo effect lately. It comes and goes. I don't know what's happening, but I just want to apologize for that. It shouldn't be too much of a bother for you guys. I don't know if any of you notice it, but I'm trying to rectify that, and hopefully this won't be a problem that continues. So just thanks for bearing with that. What's up, guys? Welcome to a recap episode of UFC 256. Man, I wasn't going to do recaps ever, like recap videos, but this card was awesome. You know, it lived up to the hype that, we were hoping for. And what a UFC event to sort of end the year. I mean, we still have a fight night next week, and I'll be doing a video for that. But I just wanted to do a recap for this one, and maybe we'll make recaps a regular thing on maybe Mondays or something like that, or Sundays, right after the UFC events only. I definitely won't have enough time to do them for the fight nights. But let's start with the prelim card. I got 5 of my picks correct, as far as what I told you guys, and 5 of them incorrect. We're going to start with the first fight, Chase Hooper and Peter Barrett. Man, I didn't have Barrett to win the fight. I had Hooper to win the fight, but I said only if he fills up the holes in his game. And to be quite honest, I ended up putting a 1/10 of a unit on Peter Barrett, just to see what would happen. I thought the odds were fairly wide enough for me to make it worth it. You know, obviously I was happy with the way the fight was going with Peter Barrett, and I knew he just had to just let that time go. And oh man, Chase Hooper with that last minute leg lock, like the way he was just really pushing for that. Good on him. He did not fill those holes though. If Peter Barrett just continued to kick the leg, I think the reason why he stopped was he was worried about Hooper's takedown, those rolling leg locks that he was looking for. So he stopped throwing the leg out there, which was a mistake in my part. I feel like Barrett could have finished that fight by just continuing to kick the leg and beating up Chase. But in my mind, Chase still has a lot of holes in his game, especially his stand-up game. It's clear that he doesn't like getting hurt. If he runs into anybody who throws punches and bunches, he's going to get a problem. Peter Barrett had a good game plan to start, but he didn't end off great. So, both of them did a good job. On to the actual prelims, because that was an early prelim fight. Well, as predicted, Torres took out Sam Hughes quite easily. Not unexpected whatsoever. Not much to really say about that fight, except Tisha looked good. But the only question I have once again is, did she look good because she beat somebody who just wasn't a promising contender and kind of had 1 week's notice? Or did she look good because, she was training for Angela Hill, which clearly was the case? I'd still like to see that fight with Angela Hill. I think that'd be a good one to try and get going again. So hopefully they do that one. The next fight up was Gavin Tucker and Billy Quarantillo. This is my first loss or incorrect pick of the night. It's not that I didn't think Tucker was promising, but I just thought Quarantillo would eventually just take over the fight. As the fight went on, Gavin Tucker was totally taking over. I think he was just able to push Billy Quarantillo's pace, or maybe Billy was just having a bad night. He didn't look too great. Good on Gavin Tucker for that, but that was my first incorrect pick of the night. Next up, Renato Moicano versus Rafael Fiziev. I called this completely. I even called it the knockout, I believe. Really happy with the outcome, I guess, and it was a decent fight too. At some points I thought Renato might bring it in the later rounds if it continued, but Rafael really just worked his game plan and went in there and showed that, the fact that he's a striking coach, just comes in handy when he's in there fighting. So I'm going to keep my eye on Fiziev. I really liked the way he played, and I actually had him on a bet. Next up, Cub Swanson versus Daniel Pineda. Not much of a surprise in my opinion. I did have Pineda to win. Swanson won, and I'm actually happy with that. Good for Cub. Everybody loves Cub. He's a great fighter. And as I said, all his fights are entertaining. That was an entertaining fight. And I think Cub was really smart in the way he approached the fight. As he saw he got Pineda hurt, he didn't rush it. Even though his coaches were saying, he's hurt, get him. He kind of kept his patience and knew that, you know, I'm not going to rush this, because if I don't get this, you know, I'm going to gas out. So really liked his patience. He showed that his injuries weren't a problem. He was taking a couple leg kicks. I think he was throwing a couple leg kicks. So good on Cup for winning that one, but that was my second incorrect pick of the night. So we're on the main card now. Junior Dos Santos versus Cyril Gane. Once again, I predicted this. I think most people knew what would happen, but Dos Santos was essentially looking for a one-hit wonder punch. So he wasn't looking for any other game plan, it seemed. He could have attempted to close the distance and try to take down Cyril Gane. I don't know if that would be the smartest move, but he didn't really offer much of a game plan other than that one hit wonder kind of striking strategy, which obviously didn't work, and I don't believe would have worked anyway. But Cyril Gane for the win. Good on him. He's definitely a threat to the division, and I look forward to seeing him fight again. I look forward to betting him again. I put him in a parlay, but the parlay didn't actually work out for me. I think one of the fighters I had on the parlay, I forget if it was Souza or not, but one of the fighters I had on a 3-leg parlay did. Oh, it was Tony Ferguson, and we're going to talk about that. But yeah, good on Gane. On to the next fight. Kevin Holland versus Jacare Souza. Okay, so this one, a lot of people think that Jacare got hurt by, I think it was strike to the head from the ground, which he did, but it's not the one people think he got hurt by. And I'm going to try to show a clip if I can. If not, I'm going to show the actual, just maybe a still or something of it. But this is where Jacare got hurt. It was this punch. Then he hit his face. And when he got hit the second time, but you can see that he's hiding his head behind Kevin Holland's knee. And he's holding it there for a bit. He's trying to catch his breath. He's trying to get back to it. It's not until Kevin Holland uses that 9-inch reach that he had to hit him again. That's when he got, rocked completely. And he was essentially going out at that point. But it was that first punch that did it. I don't know why everyone's saying it was that other punch. It makes Kevin Holland look a lot more powerful than he is. Don't get me wrong. I am now aboard the crazy Kevin Holland hype train. This guy's for real, okay? I didn't think he would beat Jacare, but 5 fights, in 1 year, won all of them. And, I kind of like his attitude. At first, you think he's this cocky son of a bitch, but it grows on you. He's not cocky, he's just crazy. And I kind of like that in him. So good on Kevin Holland for the win. I'm going to be looking to bet on him from here on out. I don't think I can bet against Kevin Holland at this point. But the one error I think everyone is making is where he rocked Jacare. And if you look, he actually punched him directly on the chin. It was that punch that hurt him. So I don't know what the breakdown is on the other punch, but of course the other punch led to him being completely knocked out, but it wasn't the punch that hurt him. It was the first punch that really hurt him and rocked him. Also, did anyone think that Jacare looked a little tired near that end when they were on the ground and they were talking to each other? He kind of looked like he was just taking a moment to catch his breath, let his muscles relax. So there might have been something there. I don't know. Comment down below if you agree with me on that. I'm pretty sure that there was some problems with him there. Next up, Mackenzie Dern, Verne Jandiroba. I had Jandiroba, so this was also another incorrect pick of my night. But this one, I'm actually not mad at my underdog pick. I called this as being the underdog pick for the night. I feel like it was. I feel like Jandiroba could have done a better job. I don't know why she was standing on the feet the whole time. I essentially thought this was going to be more of a ground game. At which point, if you looked at all the ground game, Jandiroba was really kicking butt on Mackenzie Dern. So I don't know why she didn't continue that. She did look tired at points, but, she broke Mackenzie Dern's nose, it looks like. Did you guys see, Mackenzie Dern put it back in place? That was hilarious. And also, props on Mackenzie Dern for taking that and then continuing the whole fight and eventually winning. I do feel like Dern had the first round, but I feel like Jandiroba did well in the second round, and in the third round, I do feel like it could have gone either way. But yeah, not mad at that underdog pick. She was my underdog pick of the night, and I didn't get it, but that's okay. This is a fight that myself and Fight Game Pro, shout out to Fight Game Pro. He's like totally awesome. You guys should catch his channel. We were chatting a bit about this fight in the comments. I think it was of my video. And our only worry here was Tony Ferguson not showing up. You know, he had 2 losses and Oliveira just being really good. So what was proven to me here in this fight, I did have Ferguson to win. I think everybody had Ferguson to win. I think you guys probably had Ferguson to win. It would have been nice to see him get that comeback fight, but it didn't happen. And the one problem that I had with Ferguson that I did mention in the other video was his training tactics. I'm not knocking his jiu-jitsu game or the fact that he is an amazing fighter, but I am knocking the fact that he should be training, I don't know, more properly instead of using these unorthodox methods. You see him like run upstairs and downstairs in like doggy style format. Or, you know, sometimes he posts on his Instagram like he's flipping over these pads or something. I don't know, like trying to act like a ninja. That's all great, but it doesn't really help you in mixed martial arts. So maybe focus on the person you're fighting against and you'd have more success there. I think he relies too much on his confidence and his own game and doesn't realize that he needs to also check out the game plan of his opponent, because strictly relying on your own game will get you so far, but relying on your game and then also finding out with what your opponent is all about is going to really help you with structure. Good on Charles for that win. But let's move on to the next fight. Oh, and also, yeah, like props to Charles completely for that. And Tony, as I said, I said if he loses this fight, I will lose complete confidence in Tony, and I've lost complete confidence. He would have to have a major comeback for me to be confident in him again. And at this point, you know, age will be a factor for him. The fact that he's been beat up will be a factor. He didn't look good in that fight. It was all Charles Oliveira. So, you know, what do you expect next? Okay, main event. Oh my gosh. These guys are running it back, right? They've completely got to run it back. And once again, props to Fight Game Pro, because he did have high hopes for Moreno to win this fight. And I didn't think Moreno could stand to the level of Figueiredo. What I do think, though, as I said, Moreno will do more volume punches, but he's not accurate in his strikes. That's one aspect that Moreno's just really got to hone down on, because if he's more accurate with his strikes and uses that power, he could have won this fight. He could have won it just with that. Figueiredo needs to, like, he lasted the 5 rounds, but we saw him slow down a little. I think it was in the third. He kind of gassed out, but then got momentum again. And I think he got momentum because Moreno wasn't throwing as much volume in the later rounds. So on one hand, if Moreno reduces his volume slightly, but increases his power and also his accuracy, he's going to last a lot longer as well in cardio. And don't get me wrong, both these guys kept a good pace. Both of these guys were going at it. Both of these guys deserve a bout, hence why it was a majority draw, I believe. So I did have Figueiredo in a parlay, and I did win that bet, and he was my pick, so got that one correct. But man, I want to see these guys run it back, and if they do, I don't know who I would bet on at this point. But I thought Figueiredo was on another level. Maybe Moreno is also on that level. Now that we've seen that competition, I feel like if they had more time, and because they've already fought once, Moreno now has a game plan going into fight 2. If these guys fight again, I feel like it's going to be a lot closer. Figueiredo, the only real thing he needs to work on is maybe his cardio to be able to push that pace for longer. And Moreno, he's just got to work on that accuracy. Maybe slightly reduce the volume, increase the accuracy. Man, he can get anything done. He did at one point, I believe, get his head in that choke position that I mentioned to you guys that he does often. But Figueiredo, I think, let it go to get back up. So he got lucky there. I did predict that that's how Figueiredo would actually get him. In the end, it went all the way 5 rounds. We know both these guys can do 5 rounds now, and I hope they do it again. right away. Actually, not right away in the new year, but maybe a couple months down. Give them time to both prepare quite well for each other, and we'll probably see a better matchup. All right, guys, that's the recap for UFC 256. I really appreciate you guys watching and listening, and I appreciate the early support from all the subscribers. If you can do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, hit that notify button. All those things help me out. I am more of a new channel in this, so it's more difficult for me to show up on all those searches and stuff like that for other people to find my channel. And I just want to add to the mix of opinions and fight breakdowns. So hopefully you guys appreciate it. My goal right now is to get to my first 100. So if you can help me get there, I would totally appreciate that. Thanks again for watching, and I hope to catch you on the next card breakdown, which should be posted by Thursday. We'll catch you next time. I am the MMA Hoodie. Peace out.